welcome to, I don't want to call it my favorite edition of Mainly Motorsports, but man, it's right up there. When we roll into Oxford, we're not a racer, we're not taking the opportunity to give ourselves that monumental day, but we get to experience monumental day here at the Oxford 250 with somebody.
This is my favorite race event of the year. You get to come here, this Oxford 250s, you never know what's going to unfold. Every time, every year, it's a different story. You watch the underdogs, you watch the favorites. There's so much unpredictability. It's just the best experience that you can get at a racetrack. And this day, this year, there seems to be a lot more excitement, a lot more buzz about the event. The campers are packed in here. People are filing in here.
We were here Saturday, and it's the super late models, the Pro All-Star Series. That's the big event. But you know what this draws in? This has people that would just want to be a part of this event. The street stock guys, the mini stock guys. And right over to the right of us, as we're filming this, there's a guy that got torn up in the heat. I mean, in practice, excuse me, Jimmy Charles. Torn up. There is no other than 4 or 5 other teams over there. They've had the ramp truck there. They're trying to straighten the clip out to be able to get that all taken care of and get him ready to compete on 250 day.
Yeah, as we watch that right now, right beside us is 12 people working on that race car, and they all have different team shirts on, most of them. And like Steve said, you know, everybody wants to be a part of this. The running rebels, the 4-cylinder cars, they'll have a ton of those. It's just so much fun for everybody to just be a part of Oxford 250 weekend.
You've been to a bunch of them. What was it like the day Dick McCabe rolled into victory lane? What was the atmosphere? What was the crowd response?
It was good. He was a popular driver at the time. The rules package back then, there was a lot of pre-race drama. It was back when the V6 cars had come out, and Robert Black from NASCAR South was kind of running the show here, so there was a lot of pre-race drama involving a lot of the North guys and Jeff Stevens. When a North guy won that race, the crowd really exploded and experienced it because everybody knew what was going on. The atmosphere was great. A main guy had won the Oxford 250. It's going to be the same today, whoever wins today. There's going to be a huge crowd here. I think everybody respects the person that wins this race. There's very few years where there's been, other than maybe Jeff Bodine and Tommy Ellis, where you know, it was not received well and respect wasn't given. It's just a great event all the way around.
No, absolutely. And you know, they're in their second to 3 rounds of practice. The crews are working hard, making adjustments, changing the tires, getting the tires scuffed, you know, all of that. Today is one of those pressure-packed days. And if they say there ain't pressure, there's pressure. Because nobody wants to push their car in their trailer at about 4 o'clock today. They want to push it in tonight at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, if you got to put the car in the trailer around 4 o'clock, you haven't had a very good day. And you know, unfortunately, there's always a couple of what you would consider contenders that experience some sort of difficulty, whether it's of their own doing or not. It's always interesting to watch and see how that unfolds. There's always feel-good stories.
Many stories.
Yeah.
Curtis going for a second in a row. Mike Rowe, 68 years old. He's on a 2-race winning streak. Could he win today and make it 3?
He could be the first guy to win what, 4?
4.
Travis
Separate
Benjamin
himself from Nason and Dion.
Travis Benjamin could join that group of 3-time
winners. With Eddie Mack or Ben Rowe.
Eddie Mack and Ben Rowe as well.
Bubba Pauly.
Yeah, the unknown.
A name synonymous for Super Late Model Racing.
Yep.
Makes his first trek to the 250. So we're going to bring it all there. We're going to have highlights. We're going to have race action. And we're going to hear from the top 3 like we always do at the end of the night. And some had good days, some had a great day, and some had the best day. You know, so thank you to Dan for opening this week's episode. Really excited. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to show you something that happened on the undercard, Saturday night racing, the ACT Tour. And that was a great race, won by somebody that's trying to win today. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here on Mainly Motorsports.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation. We just had the biggest month in our history. Why? We're selling campers at wholesale to the public, even the 2019s. So what did we do? We went out and bought a bunch more. Up to 40% off travel trailers and fifth wheels, up to 35% off toy haulers, up to 30% off motorhomes. You'll never see these prices again. Over 400 campers to choose from, all at wholesale prices.
Scott's Recreation, Route 4 Turner and Route 202 Manchester, Maine.
Wiscasset Speedway is back, and we have the cure for your need for speed. Maine's biggest and fastest proudly presents 8 featured divisions, including Pro Stocks, late models, 4-cylinder Pro Stocks, modifieds, and more. Plus special features throughout the season, including the Nell Car Legends, the Wicked Good Vintage Racers, the NEMA Midgets, Enduros, and more. All this fun, all this excitement, all for just $5. Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road, Wiscasset. Online at Facebook and WiscassetSpeedway.com.
Ignition won't turn? Wait, don't tow it. It may just be a one key. Hi, I'm Jim Broadhurst, owner of eKeys for Cars of Saco. At eKeys for Cars, we'll diagnose your problem over the phone and give you a firm quote. No bait and switch here. Whenever or wherever you're stuck, eKeys for Cars will come to you. Call eKeys for Cars in Saco, the fast, affordable fix for your car key and lock needs.
Mainely Motorsports, brought to you by LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Wiscasset Speedway, Maine's biggest and fastest, with $5 admission every weekend and loads of family fun. Check us out at WiscassetSpeedway.com.
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
September 8th, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Night of Fire. Presented by the New England Ford dealers and AAA Northern New England. A night so big we started at 3 p.m. with funny cars and dragsters making their last chance run at the NHRA Division 1 title. Plus, Nostalgia Nitro funny cars, jet dragsters, and lots more. Saturday. Gates open at 1 p.m. Show your non-winning New Hampshire lottery ticket for a $5 discount at the gate. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Night of Fire. Free parking, and every ticket is a pit pass. Tickets and info right now at NewEnglandRagway.com.
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
Don't deal with just anybody to seal coat your driveway or business this season. Call Black Magic. They bring over 20 years of experience in seal coating and crack filling. Black Magic's skilled team makes sure the job is always done right, on schedule with quality workmanship at a fair price. Protect your investment in your driveway by getting it sealed with Black Magic.
Ooh, Black Magic.
My name is Scott. This is Devin. We're the owners of Black Magic Seal Coating. Let us earn your business today. You'll be glad you did.
Legendary race car driver Bentley Warren is putting Arundel on the map. When Bentley's Saloon opened in 2004, it was just a little bar room on the side of the road. Today we have a giant saloon with live music, dancing, and great food and drink indoors and out. We're always looking to meet new friends and have a good old time. There's always something exciting going on at Bentley's. That's why we like to say, who has more fun than us? We do!
Hi. I'm Joni Wolf. Here at 21st Century Motors, we've been in business since 1972 and we take pride in our work. We have a large selection of pre-owned vehicles that are clean and ready. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. We're experts at getting your car financed, whether you have good, bad, or no credit. We purchase vehicles several times a week, so there's always plenty to choose from. Come on in and make a deal today at 21st Century Motors in Gorham or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
There you go. Welcome back to Mainely Motorsports, and we always talk about this race, the stories, and here's probably the biggest story that's never run this race, but now everybody's talking about him. That's Bubba Pollard, and first off, we want to welcome you to the Oxford 250 in Oxford, Maine, Bubba.
I appreciate it. It's been fun so far, and hopefully we can have a good day.
Now, everybody that's watched our Snowball Derby coverage over the last few years has seen us always talk about this guy and how bad he wants to win that race. But a little bit different mindset coming to a race like this, isn't it, Bubba?
It is. Well, it's...
You still want to win, but...
That's right. And the Derby, there's so much pressure on you because everyone expects you to win. And it's the same for here, really. You know, they expect you to run good up here, I feel like. I feel like the fans and the people and even us, I mean, we put pressure on ourselves to perform, and hopefully we can do that. But it's a tough place. A lot of good race cars. You know, just go out there and do what we can do.
What do you think of the atmosphere here? I mean, the support divisions, when you're at Derby Day, it's just about the Super Late models, but today there's so many support divisions, so many people walking around. I mean, this is crazy.
Oh yeah, this is, this short track racing, that's what it's all about, and we travel and go to a lot of different places and see fans and see how their racing is, and you take it back home, and man, it's a lot of fans up here. It's a lot of, support divisions and local racing, and that's awesome. That's what short track racing is, and we need all racing to be healthy, So it's good to see this many fans and cars and just the whole atmosphere. The campers in the parking lot are crazy. It's outrageous, but it's cool to see that.
And then you went down last night over to Beach Ridge Motor Speedway and saw a legend that's won this race 3 times, pick up the win down there, Mike Rose. So how much have you leaned on the Mike Rose and the Ben Rose to get help about getting around this place?
Yeah, I mean, we have the experience in the chassis department, and Ben has the driving around here and stuff like that. So we've bounced a lot of information off each other, driving-wise and chassis-wise. Hopefully both of us can be good. If I couldn't win it, I'd want that guy to win. So, hopefully we can both do good, Seneca performance, race cars, and see how it goes.
Well, we thank you for coming up. Wish you the best of luck. And how ironic it would be if the guys tried to win the Derby and everybody pencils them every year if he could come to Oxford and win what is undoubtedly on the same level, a big super late model race. And that's Bubba Pollard, all the way from Sonoma, Georgia. Good job, Bub. Good luck.
Welcome to Mainely Motorsports.
To order a copy of this show, send a check or money order for $15, including shipping and handling to Mainely Motorsports, 2 Main Street, Suite 17-103, Bedford, Maine, 04005. And please add the show number in the description of the show.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your Maine returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
Wiscasset Speedway is back, and we have the cure for your need for speed. Maine's biggest and fastest proudly presents 8 feature divisions, including Pro Stocks, late models, 4-cylinder Pro Stocks, modifieds, and more. Plus special features throughout the season, including the Nell Car Legends, the Wicked Good Vintage Racers, the NEMA Midgets, Enduros, and more. All this fun, all this excitement, all for just $5. Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road, Wiscasset. Online at Facebook and WiscassetSpeedway.com.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Scotch Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scotch Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at ScotchRecreation.com.
Well, welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and we just finished 5 rounds of heat races, top 5 qualified, and you've heard me touting this guy all week, coming in under the radar, no bullseye on his back. Well, he's going to be leading the field to green at the 45th Annual Oxford 250, brought to you by Clark Scrap Metals. And Garrett, man, we look like we got a really fast hot rod, huh?
Oh yeah, no, it was pretty good in the heat race there. It's a long race, and we're happy to start up front here.
And I talked to you the other day at the press day. I've talked to you here this weekend about coming in here, no pressure, nobody paying attention to you. Well, I'm going to tell you now, Bob, everybody's paying attention to this number 94, no used cars. I mean, you got to be some excited. The team, I mean, the smiles, the bounce in the step, starting on the pole, big deal.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, I'd really like to thank all my crew and my sponsors, Norm's Used Cars out of Wiscasset. You know, this is an awesome race, an awesome weekend, and you know, regardless of the outcome today, we should all be very proud of how we've been doing this weekend.
Oh, no, absolutely. And like I said, I've been touting you as that guy that could show up and walk away with it all. And you haven't proved me wrong yet. And like I said, it's a long race, 250 laps. But you came, you showed, and after the heat races, you conquered, and you're going to be leading the field to green. So congratulations, and there's some good fast cars up there with you, though, huh?
Yeah, no, there is. That's for sure.
So now we're at the race strategy in place, and kind of just enjoy the next couple hours, huh?
Yeah, hopefully everything goes well.
All right, that's the winner of heat number 1, Garrett Hall. We're here with our long hauler all the way from North Carolina. Family haul the distance all the way from Ellsworth. Yep. But man, you get to start in the 250. How exciting is that, Wyatt?
Very exciting. We were, you know, we've worked really hard just for this race. This is our 3rd attempt, and we finally made it in. And Gramp tried for a couple years, and so it means a lot for us to be on the starting grid of this race, and it's something I've dreamed of for a really long time, since the Legends Car days. So to get in through a heat race with the caliber of cars we made it in with is really awesome, and just a lot of people that have been behind us, and we were confident, but it's a 250, so you never know what can happen.
Let's talk about that heat race. A few past championships in there, a few 250 wins in there, a few a NASCAR championship, and a fast hot rod in Reed Lampfer. So you're up there watching those guys racing with them, but you drove a really smart race.
Yeah, thank you. It it was really tough. I knew I had 20 laps. I knew I was starting in a decent spot, but like I said a minute ago, it's the 250, so you never really know what's going to go down. But when I got stuck on the outside there on the restart, I was a little bit nervous, but Dylan got me to the bottom, and once I got in behind DJ, I knew I could follow him, and the company we were with was stout, so to be competitive with those guys is a good indication for the day.
Yeah, I believe that'll make you start 7th,
Yep.
give you a nice pit spot on the front row, and I don't want to say the day gets easier, but a whole lot of relief, and you fulfilled a lot of dreams. And when we talk about this race and the little engines that could and the stories behind this, we all roll in here and we know who the favorites are. But how about the sentimental favorites, the kids that have dreamed of being this, to do it for their dads and their grandfathers? And speaking of their grandfather, I mean, this car is a throwback to something he drove years ago.
Yep.
So this is a very special moment over here in the Alexander Racing Team area.
Absolutely. The whole weekend means a lot to us, and so just be out there on the racetrack with these guys is going to be awesome, and we'll go from there.
We always look for that one we want to pull for, and the guy right here deserves it. And hopefully you have a great day and something to talk about for the next 365 days.
All right, I like it. Thank you, Steve.
All right, Wyatt, thanks. Well, we're talking to the guy that has more chances to win this race than anybody in the field today. But that's from two sides of the spectrum, the car builder and the car driver. But let's talk about the car driver. I mean, how cool is it to be back in this race? And it looks like you're going to be a factor today.
No, it's pretty neat to get back racing. It's been a year since we've even done anything, and with the help of all the guys, Gary Smith's crew and Ryan Dean's crew and Ben and everybody, the car's really good, and it's fun when you can race, and the car's raceable, and you can do the things you need to do, and if it lasts like that for the whole race, and I last, it'll be fun.
Well, it's funny because as I was watching you, a lot of these guys, they try to set everybody up coming off the corner, drive underneath them. That was old Jeff that I watched in the heat race. You used every ounce of racetrack that they had out there and made your charge to the front. Once you got into a comfortable position, looked like you just kind of like, hey, want to ride this out and try to make a strategy and get to the next step.
Yeah, I mean, obviously 250s, you got to get in. You can't win if you're going home. So, we had a good draw. Luckily, in our heat, a lot of the good cars were up front, and it's just get in and don't do nothing stupid. And I'm rusty. I run over the curb a couple times, and and then it's like they paved the place for a reason. So you use as much as you can use and what the car will let you do, and get as far as you can get.
Now let's talk about distant racing products. Your car's won 3 of the 5 heats. You got some fast hot rods out there. Garrett, Reed, Travis, Kurt looked like he had a problem in the heat. Now you can kind of watch and kind of take in the rest of them and how their days are going, because your day now, a little bit of rest.
Yeah, I mean, for us especially, we've worked really hard and had to work really hard yesterday and last night, and it's just a relief to get in. But no different than anybody else when they get in. And if you get in early, it gives you more time. So time is generally never a bad thing. And those guys, like I say, they can take care of themselves pretty good. And hopefully they wait for me, and I'll just wear them down.
Wear them down. When I tell you the greatest racer to ever come out of this track and never win this race, and I know you don't like hearing it, we're standing next to him right now. Jeff, you're a sentimental favorite from a lot of people, and a lot of people like to see you win this because you not only deserve it, you've earned the opportunity to win this race. So from all of us here at Mainely Motorsports, we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.
Thank you. Here we are with runner-up in the 4th heat, but he led most of it. But you and Johnny Clark had a great battle, but you raced smart. You knew you were in the race. You knew you had a provisional, but why do you want to risk it and push the envelope? And but you finished runner-up. Now you're starting in your first ever Oxford 250.
Yeah, we got a good starting position there, 3rd in the 4th heat, and raced Johnny off hard. We wanted to start 4th if we won that, but also didn't want to get tore up because we were trying to gain a couple positions. So it's all about having a car for the race, not a starting position.
Now, you're only 15 years old, but do you understand how big a deal this race is?
Yeah, it's 45th annual, I think, and it's the biggest one-day short track race in America, so pretty big deal.
Your dad has tried to win this race for how long?
A long time.
A long time. He's come close. He's led laps. He's been the favorite. Did you ever hear what happened to him when he first attempted to qualify, his first 250?
No, his stories don't get told as much as mine.
No, your first attempt, you finish second and you walk your way, you're in the 2 show 50. His first attempt, they had to pull him out of line because he threw up in his helmet before he got to throw on the track.
I did not hear that.
Oh yeah, no, that is what happened. But big deal, and you get it. You had a lot of great people behind you. There are obviously a lot of older people, but you understand how much effort they're all putting in, and your dad and LJ and Kevin and all of them to make this happen for you and give you the opportunity.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do this without my mom and dad, Cushman Competition, Charlie Buxton, LJ Moulton, Kevin Nobley, Dave Goley, Andrew, my spotter, there's Woody, there's tons of people behind us. John Bisnett, this GT Overhead Door, Dwayne Greeton, there's so many people behind me. I couldn't do this without them.
Well, I said this to you at about when you were like 9 years old. You will give your dad a win in this prestigious race. Might not be today, but it could be today. But at some point, this young man will win this race. He is the future of super late model racing around the Northeast. So congratulations. Enjoy your 250, Austin.
Thank you.
We're here with the winner of heat number 5, and you interrupted an interview I was doing with Curtis the other day, and you asked me what the hell I was doing. Had nothing to do with racing. What the hell were you doing out there, man? You are so much fun to watch, Mike.
Yeah, Tracy was doing good, and I almost got him. I was a little tight in the corners, so I had a chance to get down behind him, and he just pushed up a little bit, and I was right there in the bottom.
It's like stuff's going to happen before it happens. You know what I mean? That comes with a couple of years of experience, though.
Yeah, I've had a couple.
68 years old. You're on a 2-race winning streak, Mike. Here last week, Beach Ridge last night, now the 250 today. You're going for your 4th. There's guys that just want to qualify, and you show up hoping to win your 4th. This is an event. Huge crowd around your car. A lot of fans, a lot of friends, and people paid money to see you, Mike.
Yeah, I hope we can do good today for the crew and everybody. They've been working hard on this. They got it going better for me, but I tell you, we got some good competition out there. Garrett's on the pole, and Reed's, he's running real good. I just hope I can make it 3 in a ROWE.
3 in a ROWE. That's the crowd favorite. I don't care who you are. Everybody's pulling for this guy. Best of luck, Mike, from all of us at Mainely Motorsports.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Scott from Scott Recreation. We just had the biggest month in our history. Why? We're selling campers at wholesale to the public, even the 2019s. So what did we do? We went out and bought a bunch more. Up to 40% off travel trailers and fifth wheels, up to 35% off toy haulers, up to 30% off motorhomes. You'll never see these prices again. Over 400 campers to choose from, all at wholesale prices.
Scott's Recreation, Route 4 Turner and Route 202 Manchester, Maine.
Wiscasset Speedway is back, and we have the cure for your need for speed. Maine's biggest and fastest proudly presents 8 featured divisions, including Pro Stocks, late models, 4-cylinder Pro Stocks, modifieds, and more. Plus special features throughout the season, including the Nell Car Legends, the Wicked Good Vintage Racers, the NEMA Midgets, Enduros, and more. All this fun, all this excitement, all for just $5. Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road, Wiscasset. Online at Facebook and WiscassetSpeedway.com.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Ignition won't turn? Wait, don't tow it. It may just be a one key. Hi, I'm Jim Broadhurst, owner of eKeys for Cars of Saco. At eKeys for Cars, we'll diagnose your problem over the phone and give you a firm quote. No bait and switch here. Whenever or wherever you're stuck, eKeys for Cars will come to you. Call eKeys for Cars in Saco, the fast, affordable fix for your car key and lock needs.
Hi, I'm Johnny Wolf. Here at 21st Century Motors, we've been in business since 1972 and we take pride in our work. We have a large selection of pre-owned vehicles that are clean and ready. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. We're experts at getting your car financed, whether you have good, bad, or no credit. We purchase vehicles several times a week, so there's always plenty to choose from. Come on in and make a deal today at 21st Century Motors in Gorham or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Season Synthetic. See them for all your AMSOIL product needs. Well, welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and anybody that was sitting in these grandstands saw one whale of a race. And we're here with the third place runner, and pretty much the most uneventful third place finish I think I've ever seen at this race, Reed.
Yeah, maybe for you. I was having a ball out there. The car was really loose before we put tires on, I mean, I thought we were horrible, but everybody else must have been that bad. I mean, we were hanging in there, third, fourth there for a while, and then we went to come in, everybody checked up, and I ended up stalling the car on the back stretch, really put us back. I mean, it cost us probably 20 positions on pit road. So we had our work cut out for us there. The car was awesome, phenomenal. Crew did an amazing job from there out. As soon as we had new rubber on there, I mean, it was a blast coming up through, but just didn't quite have enough to get up to the front two there.
It was a wild race. You had lap cars in there that were fast, racing for the lucky dog. You're racing a guy like Bubba Pollard that, unless you've watched races on Speed 51, you've never raced against him. And then you got a guy like Jeff Taylor up there in the mix that, it's been a while since he's been competitive in one of these races,
Yeah, certainly. I think the fans got their money's worth tonight, for sure.
Yeah. Well, you got third place finish. You got a couple runner-up finishes. I mean, you're going to get one of these eventually,
I'm certainly going to try. I owe it to the crew. I think they gave us a winning car tonight, and just one of those things, the Oxford 250, you got to do 1,000 things right, and it only takes one thing mess up.
You know what's crazy about this race? Let's think about it. Let's think about the names that have tried over and over, starting with Jeff Taylor, Dale Shaw, Kelly Moore. Guys that have tried to win this race. And a guy like Bubba Pollard shows up from Sonoma, Georgia, and wins this race.
It's impressive. I mean, to be quite honest, I was telling them over there at Tech, I totally was one of those negative guys saying, no way he can do it, no way. Kind of reassured after Friday and Saturday's practice, like, no, I don't think he's going to be one to worry about. I think we got to look at our sevens and Cassius, and I mean, stuff like that. And the guy goes out and pulls it off, and I mean, he was fast too. It's not, I think that if a couple of cars, Curtis, Cassius, those guys were out there and didn't have anything go wrong, I still think he would have contended. And, I mean, he was good. I mean, and props to him. Huge congrats for a team like that to come up and do what they did.
Well, great job by you and the entire 59 team. Come home on the podium. You didn't think it didn't look it with 20 to go, but you guys kept digging. Things fell your way, and you ended up in the third place. So congratulations from all of us at Mainly Motorsports.
Awesome. Thank you, Steve.
Now we'll catch up with the runner-up, Joey Pohl, who another guy that just showed up and ends up finishing second. And now we're here with a runner-up that literally snuck up on everybody. What a great pit strategy you guys played out. pitted on lap 126.
Yep.
What'd you do? Take us through it.
Well, I mean, all weekend we worked on a car with old tires just for drivability, because we've always been able to run pretty well here, but we haven't been able to make it last. So we came and tested last week and really worked hard on the car and prepped for this race. And you know, the car was driving really well. We started 21st, and before that first yellow, I think we had cracked into the top 10 just barely. And you know, we made the call to put 4 tires on early instead of what we normally do, and what most people I think normally do, is take their rights early and save their 4 for you know, the end of the race. And we took ours early, and then when they came in to take the 4 tires, we had driven up to the lead. Just those 4 tires made such a huge difference, and we were able to get the track position, and that was our goal, was to get track position with these fresh tires. So when the caution came out, when everyone else was going to get their 4 tires, I could come in, sneak 2 rights on, and beat them all out, which is exactly what happened. And we finished second above Pollard. I mean, it worked out.
Yeah, no, but at one point, you had to be thinking in your mind, this could really work out, because we could go green the rest of the way.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to.
You know,
Lonnie Somerville kept spinning out, but he kept going. No cautions were coming. I'm like, Joey Paul has just snuck up. Everybody's going to be at the end of the race, though. Where did he come from?
I know. I mean, it really could have gone that way. So that caution with the tires was lap 126, and we got the lead. Next thing I knew, I looked up at the board. It was lap 190 or something like that. I was like, man, this is a real possibility that this goes green, and those guys didn't get tires, and I'm just sitting pretty here. But obviously it didn't work out that way. But
still a runner-up finish, took some laps,
and I felt like I was catching him at the end a little bit. You know, you can't give him enough credit for coming here to Oxford, which is, this place makes me pull my hair out on a yearly basis. So for him to come here, never even seeing the place, is it just goes to show you how good he really is. I mean, that guy could be at the top level. I don't know why he's not, but it's cool to have a Southerner come up here and run with us Northerners. And obviously we would like to have beaten him, but pretty cool to finish second.
He definitely, definitely a guy that if you didn't know who Bubba Pollard was before he showed up, everybody knows who he is now.
Oh, exactly.
And what's crazy about the race is 2 grooves, 3 grooves, sometimes 4
It's been a
grooves.
while since we've had that.
Everybody, inside, outside. Lap traffic, when I say was atrocious, I'm not meaning that in a disrespectful way. They were just so fast racing amongst themselves.
When we put those 4 tires on at that lap 126, it was unbelievable. The car just had so much grip, and I think other people did, that everyone just trusted the cars enough to where everyone was 3, 4 wide, and if there was like a little bit of hole, we would just take that and just run in there. It was cool. It's we used to do a lot of that with the late model style racing that was here. A lot of the 3, 4 wide, and it came back tonight.
No, absolutely. Well, you won it as a late model.
We're getting close. We're getting close.
You're getting close. You're back on the podium with a super late model, and you almost stole one tonight. I'll say that. You almost stole one tonight.
Almost. If it would have went green, we would have come out of that looking like we knew what we were doing.
but still a great run. You got to be proud of your entire team.
Oh yeah.
Your organization. You pick and choose your races. So sometimes it's hard to stay on top of your game when you don't run every week. But
it is. It really is. But I really can't thank my team enough. These guys have been on. My buddy Jake's been on this team for 11 years now, and he's like my right-hand man. Nate, the tire guy, just everybody that's on this team it's a family. I mean, it really is. And the work that they put in and the sacrifices that they make, it just feels good to give them a finish. We didn't win, but we finished second to the team that every short track racer looks up to.
One of the best in the business.
So
of the best.
They should feel really, really good about themselves.
So congratulations, Joey, from all of us at Mainely Motorsports.
Thank you very much.
We're going to take a break, and we're going to catch up with the winner, Bubba Pollard, one of the best in the business.
Servicing differentials is virtually impossible. The confined space makes fill holes difficult to reach, and industry-standard conical bottles are rigid and hard to squeeze. That combination makes for a messy job. Plus, you can't get all of the gear lube out of the bottle, so you have to buy more than you need to complete the job. And engineering your own solution only results in disaster. Not anymore. Introducing the new AMSOIL Easy Pack. Easily access hard-to-service differentials. Easily squeeze out all of the contents. And easily stay clean while you do it. No more leftover fluid or inconvenient rigid bottles. No more trouble reaching difficult fill holes. No more mess. AMSOIL Severe Gear in the new Easy Pack. The solution to all your problems.
Another first from AMSOIL. For a stocking dealer nearest you, call toll-free 877-761-8375 or visit fourseasonsynthetic.com.
Saturday night, September 8th, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Night of Fire. Presented by the New England Ford dealers and AAA Northern New England. A night so big we started at 3 p.m. with funny cars and dragsters making their last chance run at the NHRA Division I title. Plus, Nostalgia Nitro funny cars, jet dragsters, and lots more. Saturday. Gates open at 1 p.m. Show your non-winning New Hampshire lottery ticket for a $5 discount at the gate. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Night of Fire. Free parking, and every ticket is a pit pass. Tickets and info right now at NewEnglandRagway.com.
Looking for a great time, great people, and great food? Then visit New England's #1 biker destination, Bentley Saloon, owned by legendary super-modified driver Bentley Warren. Bentley's is a biker bar that welcomes everyone. Staying in the area, Bentley's has their own full-service campground right on site. Tuesdays, Bentley's Cruise Night attracts car enthusiasts from all over New England. Located on Route 1 in Arundel, Bentley Saloon guarantees a great time. Check out the fun at BentleySaloon.com and see why Bentley says, who has more fun than us?
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
Well, welcome back to Mainely Motorsports, and let me introduce you to this year's Oxford 250 winner, Bubba Pollard, all the way from, is it Sonora, Georgia, or somewhere in Georgia, right?
Sonora, we're just south of Atlanta.
Just south of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Talk about this race. Different than anything you've ever been involved in, isn't it?
It is, you know, just the atmosphere, the racetrack, the people, just everything. The series. We had to adapt and had to adapt fast, and we didn't have a couple of days, and I knew it was going to be a challenge, but man, it was all worth it.
Yeah, anytime you can take the big trophy home, and you talked about your victory lane speech out there. You know, they use it 3 grooves, 4 grooves. You know, you were trying to show patience, and you couldn't.
Yeah, it was tough. You know, you had to show patience, but then when the guys got the racing 2 wide beside each other, you know, where do you go? Because you're a lot faster than them, even when lap cars are racing. And at one point in time, you didn't know who you were racing with. And, you know, I knew we had a good car. I feel like I just had to go somewhere they wasn't, you know, and move up. And I think we moved up to we made our own lane. So I wasn't sure about, you know, if it would stick when I went out there because I didn't know what to expect. And, you know, we run a couple laps out there and it was good.
Well, one thing you talk about, like when you go to a race down south, you know all the cars, you know all the competitors. You come up here, the only thing you know about it is what you see on Speed 51 or, the few that have come to the Derby or a couple other races. So that's tough in itself.
It is. You know, you don't know. You have to be patient around those guys. You know, when you come up here, you don't know who you can race with and who you can't. And, you know, after racing tonight with these guys, 3 and 4 wide, heck, you know, they're some of the best in the country to be able to do that, and I got a lot of respect for them to be able to race like that.
When did you know in the race that you could potentially win this race?
Well, I knew if we could get some track position, because we just got behind, you know, with our heat. We started last in our heat and didn't make it in, and we lost the Consi and made it, and we started 29th. And I was like, man, I knew it was going to take us a while to get there. I felt like we had a car that was capable of winning the race. I think, I have a certain feel I'm looking from a race car, and it felt good. And I knew we needed track position, and you know, if we could pit, I thought we were all going to pit at like 120 something together. And when those guys stayed out, I was like, man, you know, this isn't normal from what we do back home. And I was like, there knows something I don't know. And you know, I felt like we was going to get our track position there, and that's what we needed. And right there at like 200, we got where we needed to be and put ourselves in position to win, and we had a car to do it.
Now, did you take on, when you pitted on 126, did you take on 2?
We took 4 the first time, because I felt like the way the lap cars were in between the field there, and you didn't know where you were going to line up. You could be running 10th on the racetrack and line up 25th or 30th with all the lap cars. So I didn't feel like there was enough time to get back through the field, and because tires helped you, but I feel like they only helped you for 30-40 laps, and then everybody fell off and was equal. And I knew if we could have a 30, 40, 50 lap run there at the end, I felt like we could win the race.
So pretty neat. You've been trying for how many years to win the Derby?
Yeah.
You're the name they talk about when that race rolls into Pensacola the first weekend in December, and you've come so close. And lo and behold, you pack up, you head up here to Oxford, Maine. Don't even know what you got. And these two races are so similar, but they're so different.
Yeah.
They were started about the same time, almost 50 years ago, and now you've added the Oxford 250.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't even on your bucket list till a couple of years ago.
It wasn't until I got, you know, to hearing and, you know, wanting to, you know, just race more and hearing, you know, y'all guys and all the people talking about the race. And I didn't really grow up in this. I grew up, you know, not hearing about the Oxford 250 as much. And you look back and some of the guys that won this thing, it's amazing that, you know, I think this race is, you know, I didn't feel like there was much pressure. You know, when you go to the Snowball Derby, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on me to perform, because we run down there all the time. It's in our area, you know. It's just it's a pressure race, and I feel like when I went to California, I went to, you know, Washington. I've wanted those places the first time we've been to them, and here it's just I don't know what to expect, so I don't have much pressure, and no one puts pressure on me. So I think that's the biggest part of winning some of these races, and the difference between this race and the Derby.
Well, when you rolled into Oxford, Maine, only the hardcore guys like myself and that follow Speed 51, they knew who Bubba Pollard was. You're leaving Oxford, Maine, and everybody knows who Bubba Pollard is.
Well, that's
now.
good. You know, no one expected us to win this race. Not a single person. If you did, you're lying. Except for the guys I brought with me. They know what we're capable of. I got a good group of guys, and all the people on the side of that race car. We come here because we felt like we could win the Oxford 250, and no one here thought we could. And none of the media, none of the social media, nobody.
No.
And that's what makes it greater for us, and not only me, but all those guys that helped me out.
But next year you'll be back. I know it's a year away. But
I'm coming back because this is one hell of a race. I mean, they did a heck of a job. I like it. People from the South need to come up and race this race and see what it's all about.
You heard it. Bubba Pollard, this year's winner. Hopefully in a couple months we'll watch him win the Derby, and then that would be a career year.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of Mainly Motorsports.